Good afternoon, everybody. This is Josh at Xtreme Computer Engineering once again with a build update. As you can see here, I got a new case over the weekend, and this is going to be a pretty big deal. This case has 9 5 1/4 inch drive bays. It also has a few other key features. Uh, has quite a bit of fans, and as you can see, it also supports high-speed USB 3 and a 2.5-inch solid-state drive support. Um, this is going to be very interesting. I've never really dealt with a case this large before, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for my very poor camera work, seeing as I'm using an iPad instead of a camera. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this and see what we have here as far as the specs. As you can see here, it has, on the front panel, it has two USB 3.0, two USB 2.0, an eSATA port. It also has audio in and out. It is a steel frame design. Its total weight is 30 pounds. Like I said before, nine 5 1/4 inch drive bays. It has 8 3.5 inch drive bays, which are converted by using 4 in 3 hard drive cages, which are in 6 of the 5 1/4 inch drive bays. Or it can also be converted to 13 for the 2.5 inch drives. For cooling, you've got two 120mm fans. You've got a 200mm top fan, a 140mm rear fan, and the optional two 120mm side fans and a 120mm bottom fan. Or excuse me, two 120mm bottom fans. And it fits just about any standard size power supply. Let's discard the box and get straight into the case. Here is the case itself, and it's very easy to take apart some of the drive bays. As you can see here, this is just the front panel cover. Very easy to remove. It has squeeze points on each side, which makes it easy for installing and taking apart. It also has a little external hard drive slot here for any 2.5 inch laptop hard drive. As you can see here, here's your two USB 3.0, your two USB 2.0, your eSATA, and your mic and headphone jacks, as well as fan controller, fan switch, and your power button and a reset switch. Let's go ahead and come to the back. I have already installed the input-output shield for my motherboard, as well as the USB 3.0 PCI bracket in the very last PCI slot, as well as you have 9 sequential PCI slots, as well as a 10th right here that is vertical instead of horizontal. Let's take this apart and see what we have inside. By the way, thumb screws are your friend. These things are amazing to have on any kind of a computer case whatsoever when you're trying to get inside of a case real fast. You also have 2 rubber grommets here for liquid cooling if you're going to go the liquid cooling route, which eventually this case will be. As you can see here, the side panel comes off fairly quickly, and you have slots here for 2
120mm fans. I'm probably going to modify this at some point. I'm going to be probably cutting a hole in here, probably down to the perforations, and I'm going to be putting a side window in here at some point. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this case has a ton of fan filters. We've got one in the top and two down here in the very bottom of the case. So that's a very interesting piece that I actually liked when I bought the case. Here is your here's two of the 120mm fans. These are for the cooling of your hard drives. Here is a 140mm fan right here, and you have a giant 200mm fan in the very top of the case, which you can't see, but it is right here. It is absolutely massive. And cable management is a dream in here. They have all of the cables for the case bundled up, and all I got to do is untwist the twist ties and run my sleeving and everything else that I need, as well as all the different hookups and everything I would need for hooking up each of the fans. As you can see here are a couple of the other fan filters. They just slide in and out. I've got a small cage here that will house 4 laptop hard drives, and then behind these 2 fans is the 4 and 3 hard drive cages that you can put any standard 3.5-inch hard drives, or you can even convert them with the proper adapters to the 2.5-inch drives for laptops to save on space and for cable routing. You also down here in the very bottom of the case, you have another spring-loaded cover, and you have some little set screws in here that I don't have them removed right now, or I would pull it out. But there's a little toolbox type deal in here that has all of your little set screws, your little fittings, and everything that you need for your drive bays, or for mounting your motherboard or anything like that. And that's down here behind the front cover, which is a pretty killer front cover. But I'll be taking pictures today of this case in a little bit more detail, and I will also be installing the motherboard first time and getting everything right and fit in here. I also have a memory module that I'm going to be putting on the motherboard for pictures and for first startup. But other than that, this is going to be a pretty interesting build, and hope you guys enjoy this. This will probably be this is video 3. I already have video 2 in the works that I'm trying to post, and it hasn't been letting me post on Facebook, but I'll get that on today, as well as this at the end of the day. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Later.